All right, what's up, y'all? It's glockosama 2, and today we are going to be talking about the WWE 2K franchise and the new trailer that had just released a couple of days ago. And let's just say I'm pretty disappointed on all of the trailers that have released. I know the original one released about 3 weeks ago, but we've been getting other sort of content from specifically IGN about the WWE 2K series, and y'all know I specifically talk about 2K, but yeah, it's just utmost disappointing watching these trailers. Look, I don't want to become a 2K hate channel and a Take Two hate channel, but they kind of just give me so much ammo to hate on. But I just kind of want to start on the fact that they basically are throwing this series away as another cash grab along 2K and are, enacting stuff that they do on 2K into this game. Like I seen somewhere that you have to pay 12,000 VC for clothing items and shit like that. And I don't know about you, but I remember WWE games. You didn't really spend VC that much because the online game modes weren't like My Park or My Career, how 2K does, or how NBA 2K. I gotta specify NBA 2K does it. But I guess they're starting to introduce these new things, and that is cool and all because I don't specifically play WWE 2K that much. I kind of stopped towards, I think maybe even WWE 2K16 might have been the last one I played. But, when we see them enacting these same practices that they do in the basketball game, now they're starting to, drift and they're getting more comfortable into doing it into other games. Now they're trying to take advantage of the WWE fandom because they monopolize WWE too. There isn't really any other WWE games, just like there isn't really any NBA games. Nobody else is really challenging them in these games. So like they just feel like they're free enough to do these things. But I want to start with the graphics, and these graphics are absolutely horrid. I swear they've been using these same graphics since WWE 2K16. I'm not kidding. Like the graphics are absolute ass. I feel like I'm watching a bunch of plastic toys like when I was younger and I had a bunch of WWE plastic toys, I would play with them. That's what I feel like I'm looking at. The sweat, just more like literally it's just a more sweat. It's like the same shit they do in 2K, and I know that there isn't that much farther to go when it comes to graphics, but it feels like it's not even up to par with NBA. Like it's not. Seriously, look at the trailers. The graphics are absolutely horrid. It just looks like plastic toys. Like it doesn't look like any sort of real movement. And I'm not expecting them to like make hyper realistic games, but like at least make it up to date. I mean, we have technology on consoles that, have enough processing power to have better graphics, yet they're using these same graphics as last gen for a 2025 installment of a WWE game. Like this just can't be serious. And they're also releasing it like late as shit. And I don't really know how, prevalent it is with the WWE series if they drop like every September, usually like NBA does, but I'd assume so if they're gonna release it this late into the year, or I guess this early into the year, um, it- make an effort to like make the graphics look a little bit better. Not to mention all the animations look basically the same as they have been for the last 10 years. I don't really see any new installments, like whatsoever. There's nothing new to be here. And when I'm watching the animations, even in the trailer, because you think they pull out the best of the best for the trailer, even in the trailer, they didn't even give a shit enough to, I guess, fake the animations and make them look more fluid. They all look super robotic. There is no facial expressions being done. And if there are facial expressions, then they just look fake because the fucking graphics are just absolutely horrid. So it just feels like we know 2K, they basically just use the same fucking thing from the last year or the last installation of WWE, imported it, and we're gonna get into their, I guess, final masterpiece for the WWE game a bit later on in the video. I want to preface the first critiques that I have of this game, but regardless of them adding something that has never been done in the WWE series of games, it doesn't matter. You have to begin with the basics of the game, like getting the graphics and the animations right. But they couldn't even do that. It looks absolutely horrid. Like, watch that shit. Do y'all really expect me to believe that that looks any sort of realistic whatsoever? Like, does that really look like a fucking 2025 game, or does that look like a reskin of a game that would have dropped 5 years ago? Like, let's be honest. This is not to mention the fucking price tags on these games here. Like I think the most extended version of it is $130. When were we okay with buying a game that's $130? And this is a game that'll release, like there will be a WWE 2K26 probably, especially if they do good because of the new mode that they have that I'm going to talk about in a second. But we're spending $130 on a WWE game. Are we being fucking serious? I'm pretty sure the WWE fan base would be much happier with a well-developed, well-made game with way better graphics and much more thought into it than a reskin of the last 5-year games and then adding a stupid mode on top of that. And now we get into the bread and butter, of the new WWE 2K25, what they've been, teasing for so long, what their baby that they want to release to the world, something that they developed and been seeking to release in a WWE game. We now have the island in the WWE games, kind of like the NBA 2K games where we have the city. They now have the island. And I'm gonna just say this quite frank with y'all. I'm not even gonna try and cut loose. That shit is ass. Like, you can tell when WWE YouTubers are trying to be good about it because they did get invited to go play the game. So obviously, if the 2K team is inviting you to play the game and you make a video on it, you're not gonna outright say that it's shit. But man, is it shit, dude? And I already know how this shit's gonna go. Okay, I can explain to y'all how this shit's gonna go. But first, let me explain to y'all the difference between WWE and NBA. So basketball is one thing, right? And when you play a basketball game, you just want to play basketball. There is people that appreciate the My Career Story mode, but I'm not one of them. And majority of the people just want to play Park. They just want to go play online. They want to play with their friends. They're not really looking to play My Career, and if they are, they're usually just grinding for badges so their player can be good for the online mode. All my 12-year-old people that are listening to this and under, close y'all ears. But WWE is not basketball. It is not a real sport. It is fake, unfortunately. Or not unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment. And I've watched WWE since I was a little baby, like a jit. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching WWE since I was like 7. Like watching fucking Roman Reigns on a rise. My favorite wrestler was Dean Ambrose. Like, I've been watching that shit for a minute, but obviously it is fake. It's different. It's story driven. And people that watch WWE want story. They want a good telling story. And when they're playing these games, I'm sure that they just want a good story to play. If they had a My Career mode, they'd probably be more entwined into playing a story mode of, their player in the WWE in an offline mode. And then, occasionally, they can use their player and go fight other people online. That can be a mode too. But, the sole focal point of WWE and wrestling is the story. But the problem with that is that when you have a story-driven game, right, that isn't, sole focal point of being online, they can't make that much money off it because, what more money can they make other than DLCs as opposed to 2K where you make your builds, and when you make your builds, you spend so much money on these builds trying to upgrade these builds because nobody's going to sit there and play the game 24 hours, fucking 7 days a week just to get some VC. And then VC has been so much harder to get, year in, year out. So basically, somebody in the team at Take-Two was like, we need to make more money off this WWE shit. WWE stock is going up because of the new ratings. John Cena just became a heel. Roman Reigns. WWE has been doing pretty good. Not great like they used to be. But, compared to the previous years, they've been doing pretty good. So they're trying to make some more money out of this. And their idea was, let's just slam that shit with a 2K, NBA 2K sticker, and let's just drive this series into the ground like they did 2K. And that's the story. That's why the island is proposed. And this is not like a story, like they could have done both, but you know what I'm saying? Since all the resources went to the island, there is no resources to make a compelling story for the My Career. So now the My Career is the island. You're probably going to have a bunch of shitty fucking cutscenes for the first 5 minutes of your career, and then you just get thrown out to the island, and they're just going to expect you to throw money into their motherfucking pockets. And now you can't even clothe your player without spending money, because if y'all didn't know, they now have stores just like NBA 2K where you have to go in there and buy it with real VC. I saw some shit 12,000 VC, which is $4 IRL, bro. $4 IRL. When previous WWEs, you could just customize your character however the fuck you wanted. You could put tattoos all over your body if you really wanted to. Like, why the fuck are we doing this shit to this game, bro? Why are we doing this shit to this game? Take-Two, so money hungry. They weren't getting enough money from NBA 2K, so now they decided, let's just ruin this franchise too. Let's ruin the WWE franchise too. And yeah, guys, that's exactly how Take-Two has NBA. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this. NBA ification, NBA. I don't even know. FIDE, NBA FIDE, NBA 2K FIDE, WWE, and NBA WWE. Bro, my words. I just got off work, y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all, but that's how they ruined the fucking series, y'all. They ruined the series. This is how they ruined the WWE 2K series. It wasn't really all that great to begin with. You know, the graphics have always been kind of behind when it compared to other games, and they don't really put that many resources into it. And you know, you'd think the year that they'd put some more resources into it, they'd actually fix the graphics, the animations, because we have been dealing with the same animations for years. And I know this because I know I don't really play WWE, but I'll pick the game up a few here and there whenever it's free, because the game is shit and it's free all the time. But yeah, that's how they ruined this WWE series and basically made it just like NBA 2K. I'm gonna see you guys later. Glockosama loves you guys. Do not buy WWE 2K. I'm telling y'all, don't buy it. It's gonna be some garbage, bro. And if the island does end up being a success, then maybe I was wrong. But I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye bye.